All right, good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and get started. We are now live on YouTube. I am going to take quick announcements first. So please, attorneys, know the number on the docket so that we can get through the docket relatively quickly. So know the number on the docket. I am going to start with Mr. Dan Mora, who is present here in person. Mr. Mora, the number on the docket, please.
Judge, I'm sorry, I don't have that.
Is it Juan Javier Isais?
That's correct, Judge.
All right.
He is present in the courtroom.
CR 19-04-245H, State of Texas versus Juan Javier Isais. This is a motion to suppress that was held on March the 10th, 2022. The court, after reviewing the evidence, is of the opinion that the motion to suppress should be granted. Does the state have an announcement based on the court granting the motion to suppress?
Judge, based on the court granting the motion to suppress, we'll be tendering a dismissal in this case.
The request of the district attorney's office, a case against Juan Javier Isais is hereby dismissed. Mr. Mora, do you have anything else?
No, sir, that's all.
All right, then have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go with Ms. Nita Witz, who is present.
Good morning, Judge Priscilla Needwicks.
Good morning. Number on the docket, if you know
Number
it.
9, Your Honor. Yes, number 9.
Number 9, CR 21-04-556H. Caitlin Nicole Cortez.
Hi,
Hi, good morning, Ms. Cortez.
good morning.
All right, Ms. Nita Witz, what is your announcement on this case?
We're just going to need one last continuance. My client decided not to take the PTD. She's going to go with probation. So we're just going to wait for the state to send us the paperwork and get that signed and returned to the court.
All right, can I give you maybe April 26th or the 28th in the afternoon, whatever day works better for you?
Either or, Your Honor, I should be fine with either date.
All right, let's go April 26th.
Okay.
2022 at 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock. Will this be in person or Zoom?
Via Zoom.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Ms. Garza, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 29 and 30, Alexis Landa.
All right, that's CR 21-01-880H and CR 21-01-881H, State of Texas versus Alexis Miguel Landa.
Yes, Judge.
And 31 as well. I apologize. Alexis Landa. Now that one I showed John Rodriguez. Ms. Garza, were you retained on these, or were you all appointed and he was maybe appointed to this new one?
Okay, Judge, it was my understanding that the Court 8 case was going to be transferred to Court 1. So I guess I didn't notice then they were transferred to Court 8.
Our older cases are with us, Judge. I don't know why.
Okay, does he have, is there another case in Court 1? Or was the,
Well,
was
Judge,
CR 21-06-196H a Court 1 case at one point?
no, Judge, I had the oldest case and I had set it for suppression. And then at some point, your staff called me that it was going to be transferred to Court 1 with the 2 new cases. And that's what we've been working on. And that's where John Rodriguez, I believe, was appointed in Court 1. So my question is, if they're going to be in Court 8, whether it is going to be John Rodriguez handling everything or myself.
All right, is Alexis Miguel Landa present? Let's start there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Landa, have you met with Mr. Rodriguez in any way?
Only through phone calls. I haven't gone in person to his office.
All right. Well, Ms. Garza, all 3 cases are now here with me, so I'm just going to assume that we're going to hold on to them, and I will appoint you on all 3 cases. Okay? So, Mr. Landa, Ms. Garza will represent you on all 3 cases. Okay?
Okay, Judge. So then if I can set the DWI under CR 21-01-880 back on for a motion to suppress, Judge, as we had originally said it.
Okay. I can give you May the 5th or May the 12th, whichever day you prefer.
May 5th is better, Judge.
Okay. So May the 5th, 2022 at 9:30 in person.
Which one, Judge?
The CR 2101880H. It's number 29 on our docket.
And then I'll go ahead, Judge, and file an order substituting in counsel, and then go ahead and file my request for discovery on the other two.
Perfect. And I'm going to set the other two for status on the same day.
Are you gonna ring the gentleman from the?
Yes. And does he have a mobile device?
On him,
I do,
Judge,
Your Honor.
You do?
Okay.
Okay. Then I am
Yes.
going to need, Mr. Landa, I'm going to put you in a breakout room right now with our probation officer so you can give her the information on the vendor, unless you just know it off the top of your head and we could do it right now. Do you know the vendor, who the vendor is?
It's from Safety Check.
Safety
It's,
check.
I got it from, yeah, Safety Check. It's the mobile one, the one I can carry in my pocket.
Perfect. All right, we will get that information and confirm that, and we're good to go. So go ahead and submit a waiver on his behalf, Ms. Garza, for the new case.
on the two new cases.
Are they two new ones?
I-
Yeah, we just need one on the 31. You know what, as opposed to doing that, let me just go ahead and arraign him real quick.
Okay,
Mr. Landa, can I have you raise your right hand?
My what, sir?
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Oh.
Raise your right hand. There you go. Thank you. Sir, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is your true and correct name Alexis Miguel Landa?
Yes,
Mr. Landa, you're here before the court charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated with a BAC greater than a .15. That is a Class A misdemeanor. I need to advise you that a Class A misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 1 year in the Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment you could receive for a Class A misdemeanor?
yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, sir. Thank you. Has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel, in speaking with your client, do you find him to be mentally competent, able to assist?
yes, Your Honor.
Court's going to go ahead and make a finding that Mr. Alexis Miguel Landa is mentally competent. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty for you at this time. I'm going to reset this case for May the 5th at 9:30. The other case, the other DWI is set for a motion to suppress on the same day. Ms.
And
Garza,
just to clarify, and I was confused at the beginning. So the motion to suppress will be on both charges, Judge, on the DWI and the possession that he picked up in October of 20.
oh, okay. Okay, no problem. I'll go ahead and do, so we're going to do motion to suppress, Yuri, on motion to suppress on the POM and the DWI. So everything out of the transaction for October the 4th, 2020. And then the only thing that will still be a status will be the new DWI.
Yes, Your Honor, because I believe on that one, he may have a felony in intake.
I believe he does.
Okay, Judge.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Cavazos,
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 33 and number 34 in your docket, Judge.
33 and 34. All right, that's CR 2109538H and CR 2109539H, Brianna Veronica Lara.
She did tell me she was on, Judge.
Is Brianna Veronica Lara present?
Yes, I am.
All right, present. Thank you. All right, Mr. Cavazos, your announcement.
Judge, we were here the past 2 times. She was able to take her drug test, Judge. She hasn't taken her classes, so we're just asking if the court would consider giving her more time to take her classes.
All right, so defendant to have completed theft course, she hasn't taken that,
No, Your Honor.
and to produce a clean UA by today, and she hasn't done that.
She produced a clean UA, but she's due another one within 30 days. So at the end of April, early May, she has to take another one.
Does the state have any objection to giving her more time?
No, Judge, but this will be the last time.
All right, let me go ahead and give her a reset date.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes,
Ms. Lara, can you turn on your camera? I just want to make sure the DA saying this is the last time. So what I understand is you have to take those classes before we come back. Is there anything that's going to prevent you from doing that?
Maybe like money, but I could do it.
How much time do you need before you can get, are you scheduled? Do you need to get scheduled?
Well, I already have an appointment on the 20th for the theft class. And it, like, I already have the money for that, but I just need the other class.
Do you have an appointment for the other class?
No, not yet.
And can you make an appointment like today?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, Judge, I just want to make sure because I don't want to come back and then she didn't have enough time.
Okay, so let me go ahead and give you May 17th. Ms. Lara,
Okay.
all right, that's a little over a month, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Judge, I appreciate the time.
May 17th at 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge, that's all we have.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge, you have a good day.
You
Happy
too.
Easter.
Likewise. All right, let's move over to Mr. Jaramillo.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Jaramillo standing in for Mr. Moreno.
Good morning. What number on the docket?
Number 55 on the docket, Your Honor.
All right, number 55. CR 17-13-905H, Maribel Ochoa.
Correct, Your Honor.
Defendant was removed from pretrial diversion on February the 9th. We're here for sentencing.
Your Honor, first of all, Mr. Moreno was wanting to ask the court if he was still appointed on this case. He did the PTD placement, but he submitted a voucher, so he wanted to know if he was still the attorney on this case.
Yes, we can reappoint him. Yeah. Is Maribel Ochoa present?
Your Honor, he has not had any contact with her, so we're not aware if she will be present today.
All right, Maribel Ochoa, if you're on mute, please unmute yourself. Maribel Ochoa. It doesn't look like she's present. What says the state?
State requests judgment NISA be granted, CAPE is issued and bonds forfeited to the state of Texas.
Judgment NISA will be granted. Case is issued, bond forfeited to the state for the arrest of the defendant, Maribel Ochoa. You make contact with her, Mr. Jaramillo, you or Mr. Moreno, please let us know and we can have her NISA recall. Is
Mr. Your Honor,
that all you have?
we have nothing further. When we be excused.
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Trejo.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 4 on your docket. State of Texas versus Isaac Ortega Bravo.
All right, CR 2010-479H, Isaac Ortega Bravo. Is Mr. Bravo present?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Bravo, good morning. You are announced, Mr. Trejo.
Judge, we're asking for more time in this case. There is a felony that's pending that has not been indicted.
Let me go ahead and give you June the 16th, if that's okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
June 16th, 2022 at 9:30 in the morning. Mr. Ortega Bravo, Mr. Bravo, that will most likely be in person. Stay in contact with Mr. Trejo because that may not be via Zoom, that may be in person, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You're excused, thank you. Ms. Cantu.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 2 and 3 on your criminal docket.
All right, 2 and 3, Mandy Alvarez. And
She
CR
should also be
20-00368H and CR 20-00369H, State of Texas versus Mandy Marie Alvarez.
Your Honor, so she should be present. One of the cases I believe we are going to be able to work out, which is the POM. The other one, we are requesting a jury trial. That's on the assault.
All right, trial docket call, trial on the merits for the assault. And do you want me to take care of just set up the POM for the same day and then we'll dispose of it accordingly once we dispose of the other one with the jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let me see what days we've got available. I'm gonna have to go into August, Ms. Cantu.
That's fine, Judge.
All
She's
right.
not in custody.
August the 4th at 1:30 for docket call. August the 8th at 1:30 for trial. Okay, so August the 4th, August the 8th.
Very well, and she is online, so Ms. Alvarez, and that will be in person, correct, Your Honor?
Yes, that will be in person. At
Very
the new
well.
courthouse, most likely.
Very well. Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. May we be excused?
Yes, and the other one is just gonna model it. It's gonna follow it. So we're gonna give it the August the 4th reset date for a status, okay?
Very well. Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You're welcome. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Let me see. Ms. Dietz, you have your camera on?
Yes, Your Honor, I have a few cases set on this morning's docket. The first is number 11, Juan Carlos de Hoyos.
1 second. All right, this is set for restitution hearing. Does the state have an announcement on the restitution hearing?
Judge, one moment. There should be a representative of Pizza Hut online.
Is there any representative from Pizza Hut who is present? Any representative from Pizza Hut? Representative from Pizza Hut, if you're on mute, please unmute yourself. Nobody's responded, Mr. Heller?
Judge, I spoke with representatives from Pizza Hut earlier this week. I notified them of today's restitution hearing. There's been no response from the victim, so we asked the restitution be set at 0.
Request the District Attorney's Office, the restitution in CR 22-02-524H is set at 0.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
I also have number 13 on the court's docket, Luis Alfredo Garcia.
CR 21-11-058H.
Yes, Your Honor, he should be present in person. I wasn't able to get a hold of him at the last hearing, so he was going to go to court this morning.
Luis Alfredo Garcia? Okay, I do see him here, Ms. Dietz. He is present.
Yes. It is going to be a plea, Your Honor. However, I just need a short reset just to submit the paperwork. I already have it signed. I just need to send it to Mr. Heller.
Okay. My plea dates that I can give you, how about April 26th, maybe April 28th, or I can go into May the 3rd.
April 26th, Your Honor.
All right, April 26th, right? Mr. Garcia, stay in contact with your attorney, okay? All right, April 26th. Now, it's going to be at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, April 26th.
Thank you, Your Honor. I also have number 19, 20, and 21, State of Texas versus Carlos Garza.
19, 20, and 21. This is a carryover for an arraignment. Is Carlos Garza Jr. present?
Your Honor, I'm not sure if he was going to be logging on this morning. I did speak to him before the last arraignment setting. He had advised me that he had retained Victoria Guerra on this case, Judge. I reached out to Ms. Guerra's office. However, they weren't able to confirm that they had been retained or that she had been retained. And since then, I have not been able to get a hold of Mr. Garza.
Well, we've already carried it over and this is a second announcement. So we will just ask the state for their announcement and then move accordingly.
State requested. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, the time the state requested judgment, nice be granted, KPS issued, and all bonds forfeited for the snow show defendant.
Judgment nice will be granted. KPS issue bond forfeited to the state for the arrest of Carlos Garza Jr. Ms. Dietz, if you hear from him or you hear from, well, I guess at this point, if you hear from him, please let us know and we can bring him in on a Tuesday or Thursday to have the nice recall.
I will, Your Honor.
All right.
The last case I have, Your Honor, is number 57, Guillermo Ramirez.
That's CR 19-05322H, State of Texas versus Guillermo Ramirez. I have a note here. It's a 1-year PTD status carried over from March the 3rd. But I need to ask Victoria about some information on this one.
Yes, Judge, I was going to ask if maybe we can stop this one in a breakout room.
Okay. Ms. Dietz, can you give me a couple minutes so that we can maybe stop it, but let me take a couple more quick announcements, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hang tight on this one. Don't leave.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Del Bosque, who do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 74 of the criminal docket.
74 is CR 21-10-290H, State of Texas versus Philip Anthony Ibanez. Is Philip Anthony Ibanez present?
Yes, sir.
All right, I see him there. There he is. Okay, Ms. Del Bosque, your announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. On this particular case, I just this morning relayed some information to the state for consideration in a dismissal of this matter. I would just need a little more time for them to review that information.
Mr. Heller?
Hi, Judge. I haven't had a chance to look at it. I got it 2 minutes before we started.
All right, so you need some time. How about April 28th?
That should be
Yes,
fine.
that's fine.
April 28th, 2022, 9:30. All
Thank you
right,
so much.
Mr. Ibanez, stay in contact with your attorney. We'll see you April 28th at 9:30.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Having no further business, may I be excused?
You're excused. Thank you.
Have a blessed Holy Week.
Likewise. All right, Mr. McInnes.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on number 1 on the docket.
CR
Edgar.
19-15-091H, Edgar Hugo Adriano.
I understand Mr. Adriano's online with us, Your Honor. I don't see him, but he speaks Spanish. Edgar, please.
I do see him there. He's at, looks like he's at a work site.
Yes, estoy trabajando.
Okay.
Judge, this is one where we've been trying to raise money so we can pay off some tickets so that they can dismiss this no insurance case. I don't think he's raised the money yet. And we've been extending time to him to try to do that, but I don't think he's got the money right now.
All right, Mr. Adriano, you need some additional time. I'm willing to give you that time, given that I see that you're even working right now. Let me give you June the 7th at 9:30, okay? Carlos, will you let him know June the 7th, 9:30, and to please make arrangements to take care of his case?
Señor Adriano, usted está viendo
Gracias.
y lo va a dar el tiempo hasta el 7 de junio en la mañana.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you.
All
Can we
right.
be excused, Judge?
Yes, sir. You and Mr. Adriano are both excused.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Likewise. All right, Ismael, what do you got?
Hi, good morning, Judge. Number 31 on your criminal docket this morning.
31, give me 1 second.
39, I'm sorry, 39.
39. All right, Mr. Rivera, this is CR 19-12-310H, Brian Uriel Lopez.
Yes, Judge. And if we were in court, I would ask to approach the bench. And I know that Ms. Cantu had requested, I guess, to staff it. I'm going to ask for continuance on this, on a matter that I think would be pertinent to the case. If I could staff it, that'd be better for purposes of that, but we're asking for continuance on.
Okay. Do you want me to give you a short continuance and then maybe we can staff it later, or do you want to just wait, hang tight, and we can staff them here in a couple minutes?
A couple minutes, we can staff it, Judge. It'll be, I mean, or you can give me a reset, doesn't matter. I can talk to the state on this matter.
Hang tight. Let me just take 2 more announcements. I only have Alex and Sergio who have their cameras on, and then we can, Mr. Garcia, I got 3 announcements, at least at this point, and then I can staff it with you.
Okay, thank you.
Hang tight. I'll be right with you. All right, Alex, what do you got?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 71 and 72. Jesus Villar.
All right, 71, 72, CR 2102-616H, and CR 21-11-949H, State of Texas versus Jesus Carlos Villarreal Jr.
Yes, Judge, I believe he's on.
Yes, he's on.
Judge, I'm just asking for a little more time. I believe we'll be able to work it out with the state, Judge.
So do you want me to set this up for an afternoon, please?
Judge, I believe one of them's an assault. There's going to be victim testimony, Judge. I'm not sure what the state will be willing to do after that.
Okay, so you just need some time then.
Yes, Judge.
All right, I can give you like May 5th. That puts us in about 3 weeks.
That works, Judge.
All
I have
right.
it done.
May the 5th, 2022, 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have this morning.
All right, Mr. Villarreal, stay in contact with your attorney. I need to make sure that this case gets taken care of on May the 5th at 9:30, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Mr. Sanchez,
Your Honor, good morning. Yes, sir.
good morning.
Judge, I've got several, and I want to start by thanking the court for the courtesy of consolidating the dockets. And I've had a couple of what you and your staff have been really good. I've had some federal contested hearings out of town, so thank you for the courtesy, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Let's get started with, do you have number 14, Martin Garcia?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. It's a court-appointed case. I received a recommendation of the state, and I'm asking for additional time to review that with Mr. Martin Garza. Maybe I wrote it down.
Martin Garcia.
Pardon, Your Honor. Yes, sir, Judge, asking for additional time. I got the rec on these two cause numbers.
All right, is Mr. Martin Garcia present? Martin Garcia, I have a note here that he failed to appear on March 22nd. The NISI was recalled and then he failed to appear. Mr. Sanchez, you haven't heard from him?
No, sir.
All right. What says the state?
State request judgment NISI be granted, KPS issued and bonds forfeited to the state of Texas.
Judgment NISI, we granted KPS issue bond forfeited to the state for the arrest of Martin Garcia. Mr. Sanchez, reach out to him. We've already recalled the NISI. Talk to him. If you bring him in before the KPS is signed, then there won't be any fee, but otherwise you'll have to pay for the KPS to be recalled, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, your next one.
Marco Ivara, I believe is 25 and 26 on your criminal docket.
25 and 26, Marco Antonio Ibarra. Is Mr. Ibarra present?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
I do see him there. Mr. Sanchez, your announcement?
Judge, we're asking for additional time for a PTD reconsideration. We received a denial. There's some additional medical records I hope the state might consider that Mr. Ibarra had checked himself into a behavioral center and did that therapy successfully. I'm asking for additional time, Judge. He's on bond with no violations.
Let me go ahead and give you June the 7th at 9:30. Now that will most likely be in person, Mr. Sanchez. So June the 7th, I'm going to set it up at 9:30, but it may not be Zoom. Most likely will not be Zoom unless things change. That'll be in person, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next one, Mr. Ibarra, stay in contact with your attorney. But again, on June the 7th, most likely in person, okay?
Sounds good, Your Honor.
All right.
Number 67, Your Honor. Severiana Science.
CR 21-14-298H. Ms. Severiana Signs, is she present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. You in the hospital?
Yes, sir.
There is no excuse for anybody to not show up if you're showing up from the hospital bed. Wow. Well, thank you for showing up.
Judge, Your Honor, the urgency here is I mean, obviously her condition, I think been in for a couple of days, but there might be a NISI on file, and the reason she's in the hospital, I think, is the basis for it. I mean, that's the reason that she missed. I'm asking the court to consider setting that aside. She's obviously on right now.
Yeah, the court will go ahead and recall that at the state's expense, so there will be no fees. It'll be recalled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Sanchez, an announcement on the timeline of this case.
I anticipate this to be resolved. Asking for maybe the June setting as well.
Okay, June the 7th, 2022, 9:30, June 7th, 9:30. Ms. Signs, this might be in person, so stay in contact with Mr. Sanchez, most likely in person, but
Yes, sir.
we'll know as we get closer, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You're excused. I hope you feel better.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
64, Your Honor.
All right, 64, CR 18-15-557H, State of Texas versus Flor Jasmine Rodriguez. I see Ms. Rodriguez present also.
Judge, so we got notice that the PTD was denied. I'm asking for time to maybe the June docket if it's available, Your Honor.
Sure, June 7th, 9:30. Ms. Rodriguez, this will probably be in person, so stay in contact with your attorney and he will advise you whether it's in person or via Zoom. We'll know more information as we get closer to that date, okay?
Okay,
Perfect.
thank you. ¿Me puedo salir?
Yes, ya se puede retirar.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Sanchez?
I don't have the number, Judge, but his name is Antoine Lopez, and he's got some felonies pending.
36, 37, and 38. It's Antoine Lopez. NISI recall. Is Mr. Lopez present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning. Your announcement, Mr. Sanchez, for the NISI recall, which the court will do at this time. Court will recall his NISI at the state's expense. Since you are present here today, Mr. Lopez, the court will do that one time. I will recall it at the state's expense, not at yours, one time. But if this happens again, you'll have to pay to have that NISI recalled. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I appreciate that. It won't happen again.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. The court will go ahead and recall the NISI. And your announcement, Mr. Sanchez.
Felony pending, Judge, respectfully for the June setting also.
Let me give you June the 16th on this one. This buys you a couple more weeks just because there's a felony pending.
Yes, sir.
June 16th at 9:30, Mr. Lopez. Very likely this will be in person, okay? Most likely in person, but we'll know more as we get closer, so stay in contact with your attorney, okay? June 16th, 9:30.
Yes, sir.
Number 66, Your Honor, is my last case. Respectfully, we're asking for a trial setting. The motion to suppress was withdrawn, so there's nothing left to pre-try. My client's Ricardo signs.
Perfect. Ricardo signs. There's no violations. I'm not showing any violations. You're just asking for a trial date. Right now, the date I'm giving is August the 4th and August the 8th for docket call and trial. So August 4th at 1:30 and August 8th also at 1:30. Are those dates work for you, Mr. Sanchez?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Signs, is Mr. Signs present?
Yes, I'm here,
Ricardo
sir.
Signs? Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Signs, please remember those two dates. The next time we will see each other will be August the 4th at 1:30. Okay? And then trial will be August the 8th at 1:30. That will be in person, okay, at the new courthouse.
Thank you.
All right. Is that it, Mr. Sanchez?
That's my business, Your Honor.
All right. Have a good day.
Happy Easter to your family, Your Honor.
Likewise. Let me go back to Mr. Arredondo, who's now logged on. Is camera on?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
70 on your docket, David Alejandro Vega, he's present on Zoom, Judge.
All right, that's CR 19-034-69H, David Alejandro Vega. I have no violations on his last activity. Your announcement.
If there's a misdemeanor DWI at intake, Judge.
Misdemeanor DWI at intake.
Yes, Judge.
Give me 1 second. Okay, picked it up in December of 2021. All right, let me go ahead and give you June the 14th. 2022 at 9:30, okay? Hopefully that new one will come in by then. Mr. Vega?
Yes,
stay in
sir.
contact with your attorney. We'll see you on June the 16th. I'm sorry, June the 14th, 9:30. That'll most likely be in person, but stay in contact with your attorneys. Things may change, but for now, we're doing it in person, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Arredondo, anything else?
Yes, Judge. I also have number 6 and 7 on your docket, Marina Castañeda.
CR 19-07-951H and CR 19-07-952H, Marina Castañeda. Is Marina Castañeda present?
She's present on Zoom, Judge, I believe.
Yeah, I do see her down there on the bottom. Okay, your announcement.
Yes.
I spoke to the alleged victim in this case. He's going to be filing an AMP. We can just get about 2 to 3 weeks to have him, to allow him some time to do that.
Sure. Let me go ahead and give you April 28th. April 28th, 2022, 9:30 in the morning. All right, Marina Castañeda or? Yes, yes. So there's number 6, 7, and 8, and I'm going to put them all for the same date, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Castañeda, stay in contact with your attorney. We'll see you on April 28th at 9:30. That one will be via Zoom, okay?
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too, thank you. All right, Ms. Martinez, who do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 24 on your docket this morning. My announcement is that we recently received discovery. I need to request an offer from the state. I think this case has grounds for suppression, so I would just be requesting a little bit more time to resolve that.
All right, is Mr. Armando Guevara Jr. present?
Your Honor, I did not see him present on Zoom. I'm not sure if he's present in the courtroom this morning. I have lost contact with him. The numbers that I have for him are no longer working, Judge. So I was planning on sending out a letter to his home so he can, make contact with me.
Let me go ahead and give you the time to do that. I'll grant you a motion for continuance. If he's not
Thank you,
present at
Judge.
our next hearing, then the court will issue a warrant. I'll give you May 17th. That'll give you a little over a month to send correspondence out to him. May
Thank you,
17th
Judge.
at 9:30, May 17th, 9:30. And that'll be via Zoom still. I don't think we're going to transition until June.
Okay.
But May 17th will be via Zoom and we will see where we're at.
Okay.
And if he's not
Thank you.
present at that time, then a warrant will be issued.
Understood. Thank you, Judge. That's all I had before your court. May I be excused?
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Garcia, what do you have? Jaime Roel?
Yes, Your Honor. Present, number.
Gracias. Porque por ser.
All right, go ahead.
47.
47.
45, 46, and 47, Elijah Jacob Martinez. And when I last spoke to him, he was in SATF. He was supposed to be released sometime in late March or early April. He has a felony pending in the 370th that's set for May 5th. So I was thinking of we could reset these 3 cases for after the 5th. That would be great.
All right, have you had any contact with him?
Not since he was at SATF, Your Honor. I don't anticipate having problems locating him. I'm assuming he's out. I don't know if the probation department has any knowledge about that.
Judge, he completed SATF on March 28th.
Let me go ahead and give him May 17th. That way you can make contact with him on the felony and remind him that he has court with us on the 17th of May.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, that'll
Thank
be
you.
via Zoom, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You're excused. Thank you.
Great weekend, Your Honor.
Likewise.
Thank you.
All right, let me see if Mr. Fonseca, are you turning on your camera? Okay, there we go. Mr. Fonseca, you're next. You're up next.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 52 and 53 on the court's criminal docket.
All right, that's Humberto Molina, CR 2113-295H, as well as CR 2113-763H. State of Texas versus Humberto Molina.
That's correct, Judge. And we do have an offer on this case. My concern here is that it's an assault and a violation of protective order. My question, I don't have discovery yet. I am filing that request now. My question on the violation of the protective order, they're so close together. I'm assuming that's why he's not a candidate for PTD, but my question is whether or not he was served with that protective order. So I'd like an opportunity to either staff this case or get a little bit more time so I can go over the discovery with him and perhaps with the state, so to see if maybe he would be eligible for PTD or at least a deferred offer at this point, because right now they're offering straight probation, which I don't think he has anything. I don't think he has any prior, so I'd like to assist him in the best way that I can, Your Honor.
All right, how about a month down the road?
I think that'll work, Judge.
All right, May 17th at 9:30.
Yes, Judge.
Is Mr. Molina present?
He's there, Judge. I see him. He's wearing a hard hat.
Oh, good. Got you. I got you. All right. See you there, Mr. Molina. May 17th, 9:30. Stay in contact with Mr. Fonseca, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, maybe excused?
You're excused.
Thank you.
All right, to Mr. Rodriguez.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I had number 31 on your docket, but I was looking at your notes. It looks like Ms. Garza showed up and made the appearance on it.
Yes, so Ms. Garza made the appearance and I appointed her on all cases. She's going to be filing motion to suppress on some other cases and
correct. She was appointed before, Judge, and if you will remember, I just want to make sure that I'm officially released.
Yes, and I appreciate you logging on, and since I'm removing you, I'll get you on another one.
Not a problem, Judge. I had already seen the issue, so I was trying to clear it up through indigent defense, but it took me a little while to get everybody contacted.
No worries. Thank you for the help.
Thank you, Judge. Everybody have a great day.
All right, thank you. You too. All right, before I stop cases, Reggie, you're waiting there patiently. Are you waiting for a reason or waiting for a client or?
No, Judge, I'm just watching the magician at work.
Well, let me pull the rabbit out of the hat. Reggie, pull. You got it.
Judge, I have CR 219819, Stephanie Villarreal.
Yes, number 73. I have a possible affidavit of non-prosecution to be submitted, and it's a carryover from March 31st.
Yes, Judge. So just to remind the court, in this matter, there was information and I believe a statement in the discovery by the alleged victim who is or was my client's partner, and the state was going to follow up with that. My client has had to ask for time off work in order to appear for these matters. And my understanding, even from communication with the alleged defendant with my office, is there's been a representation that it is within his hands to do what he wants with the case and so forth. So I don't know if Mr. Heller had a chance to talk to him or if they're inclined to dispose of this matter, given that type of conduct and representation by the alleged victim.
Well, Judge, I have not had a chance to speak to the victim, but the victim is welcome to reach out to us to say they want to file an AMP.
Well, if they haven't had communication, then he hasn't represented that he wants to go forward either. So, and in the discovery, it does say that he does not wish to proceed. And then
But that's not
depending,
sufficient. We can't,
and then-
we're not going to accept that as an AMP. He can,
Okay.
if he wants, we can set it for suppression or trial. If you'd
Judge,
like.
if I may, Judge, let me finish. Within the statements made to law enforcement, at that time, that was his representation. The state was going to reach out by agreement to this individual about the conflicting statements being made. And so that's why we're here today, was for to hopefully expediently resolve this case between these two individuals who are we're in a relationship, and so that's why we were here, was for that to take place, and then to get word back from they were living together, and there's other information that I can certainly give to Ms. Lozano for possible resolution without the need of another appearance. So if we could just get another date, Judge.
Let me do this. Let me give you a trial date. And that way it puts the onus on the state to call their witnesses and get them ready. Or if they're not available or they don't choose to come forward, then the case gets dismissed. So let me give you June the 9th for docket call at 1:30 and June the 13th for trial. And again, this will be in person.
So I'm sorry, Judge, the 6/9 date was docket call, right?
That's docket call, yes, that's a Thursday afternoon.
Okay.
And then trial on the 6/13, but both dates are in person, okay?
Yes, Judge.
That way the state can call their witnesses on the 19th and on the 9th, and then we'll see where we're at.
What was that trial date one more time, Judge?
June the 9th, June the 13th. 9th is docket call, 13th is trial.
That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You're excused, thank you. You and your client are both excused.
Thank you. Have a good Easter.
Likewise. All right, one last announcement, and then I'm going to staff some cases. Mr. Esquivel, you came in the nick of time.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. What number do you have?
I have, it's 4 cases, Judge. Number 48, 49, 50, 51, Mr. Martinez.
All right, 48 and 49?
50 and
50 and 51. I have a note here on the DWI that we have 3 tampered reports for Mr. Martinez. Were you aware of that, Mr. Esquivel?
No, I was not aware of it, Judge.
All right, Victoria, what do we have? What information do you have for me?
Yes, Judge, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, for some reason my camera's not working. So we have tampers on the March report on March 10th at 2:16 p.m. and then March 12th at 12:20 p.m. and another one on March 16th at 10:03 a.m.
Okay, so March 10th, 12th, and 16th. Now, is this on Scram?
On Scrum, yes.
So we've got a Scram tamper. Obviously, do we have any more details? I mean, is he putting something in between his skin and the device?
I'm not sure if he's present. I don't know. I don't see him. See if we
I
can.
just see him present.
Oh, there he is.
All right, Mr. Esquivel, I don't know if this is something you want to visit with him about in a breakout room.
Yes, Judge, if the court would allow me that. I know he's been calling the office. I've been calling him back. We haven't been able to make contact. Maybe he wanted to discuss that with me. If Your Honor would allow us some time in the breakout room, that would be great.
Sure, let me put you in a breakout room and then we can make an announcement on that. So I'm going to put you and him in a breakout room. Mr. Martinez, accept the invitation, then come right back, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, let me put Ms. Dietz, the state, myself in another breakout room. And we'll staff our cases real quick. And then I'll come back and Mr. Rivera, we'll go with you next, okay?
That's fine, Judge.
All right, Yuri, accept the invitation. I'll join you there.
Jackie, does this sound better or is it still too low? Can you hear me, Jackie?
I can hear you, Carlos.
Oh, you can? Okay, great. Thank you.
Mr. Rivera, are you there? Where is Mr. Rivera?
I just had seen Ismail's phone.
It was there, then he dropped, right?
Right when you said Mr. Rivera, I think it.
Yeah, I think I was trying to get him to come and join us in the breakout room. I think he may have hit the wrong button.
Or is he in the breakout room?
Oh, that's a good question. Yes, he is. I'll join him there. Thank you.
I think I needed to go to that breakout room as well.
Let me send a message over.
All right, do we have any other announcements from any other attorneys who may be present before we take up some suppressions? Mr. Vargas, who do you have? Mute, Mr. Vargas.
Yes, Judge. Jose Piñon, number 56 on your document.
CR 19089048, Jose Arturo Piñon.
He's present, Judge, on the screen.
Okay. And is this a status, correct? It's a status on the motion to suppress?
Yes, Judge. We had a motion to suppress on this, and
yes. The court has reviewed the file and the evidence, and the court is of the opinion that the motion to suppress should be denied. So based on that representation, Mr. Vargas, do you have an announcement?
No, you're not.
All right. Are you asking for a jury trial or another status?
Yes. Jury trial.
All right. Trial docket call, trial on the merits. Let me go ahead and give you August the 18th, August the 22nd. So August the 18th, 2022 at 1:30 would be docket call. August the 22nd at 1:30 is trial, okay? Mr. Piñon, stay in contact with Mr. Vargas. We'll see you on August the 18th at 1:30 for docket call, and then the 22nd for trial. He'll explain what those two processes are, okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
That's all you have, Mr. Vargas?
That's all I have.
Awesome, okay. I have Lexus Landa, but did we call that one, right? What was the reset date for Mr.?
I think I was supposed to give information about the breathalyzer to verify that I've been using the breathalyzer.
Oh, that's
Judge, I already confirmed with safety check.
okay. So we're good to go, Mr. Landa. You're excused.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I have Sergio, is it Maron?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Who's your attorney, sir?
What's his
Rigney?
name?
Did we get resets for Mr. Rigney? What days?
Excuse me?
Give me 1 second, Mr. Maron.
Over.
All right, May 17th, Mr. Maron, that's the reset date that we gave Mr. Rigney for on your behalf, okay?
Okay.
May 17th at 9:30.
Okay, sir.
Perfect, thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Mr. Heller, is Mr. Chavana going to be handling the suppression hearings?
No, Judge, Mr. Chavana is no longer with County Court 8. He was moved up to felony.
Well, what? And no one's telling me this shit. Sorry. All right. Are you going to be handling the suppressions?
Yes. Who's over there?
Ms. Garza is here.
Ms. Garza, Dora?
Yeah.
That one, it could be a quick announcement, Judge, from here.
Okay.
Officer is not available, and we've already exhausted our continuances.
Okay. So what are you making an announcement? Or are you asking for an additional time, and then we can go through that process?
Off the record, briefly.
Okay. Well, we're on YouTube, so I mean, you can ask for a continuance. Go ahead and ask.
I'll ask for continuance, Judge.
All right. What says defense?
Third, and the state requested a continuance because the officer was out on leave for some reason.
Okay, so. Okay, so Ms. Garza, in case the microphone didn't pick up on it, Mr. Heller has advised the court that we were already previously set on March the 3rd. State asked for continuance, court granted it. She's objecting to the state's request for an additional continuance. The court is going to deny the state's motion for continuance, second motion for continuance. And based on that, the motion to suppress will be granted. Based on that ruling, does the state have an announcement?
Yes, Judge. Based on that, the state will be dismissing. Yes.
At the request of the district attorney's office, the case against Arturo de Jesus Escobar is hereby dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're excused. Thank you.
Judge, has Jorge Munoz appeared?
No, but I have two officers who are present. Let me get their information. Mr. Munoz is on his way. I guess those are the only two. We have two officers who are present here for suppression hearings. And I'm assuming they're for Mr. Munoz?
My officer for Mr. Munoz's case is Joaquin Garcia.
Joaquin Garcia? Okay, he's present.
Is there a Moises Garcia there?
Moises Garcia, both present.
I was for Marcos suppression.
Okay, and Marcos has been reset, correct?
Yes, we just found out last night.
Okay, so Mr. Garcia, I'm sorry, his name again?
Officer Moises Garcia.
Moises Garcia? Mr. Garcia, the court has granted defense's motion for continuance. They asked for it with enough time. I apologize for you not being given notice, and I've seen you there. Unfortunately, our bailiff is tied up and is not present here today. Otherwise, we would have taken care of you sooner. So June 9th at 9:30 in person, probably at the new courthouse. All right, thank you. All right. All right, Yuri, if you want to make your way over here.
Okay, just to be there shortly.
Has the public defender made an appearance yet?
No.
Okay. I just have one case with him.
All right, we can hang tight and let me see if we can get him on the line and while Mr. Heller makes his way over here, okay?
I'll be there shortly.
Perfect.